Non-iron dress shirts, $34.93. Short sleeve polos and shorts, $29.99. And buy one, get one free on almost everything else in the store. Only at Men's Warehouse.
Not jacking around. A new report suggests Apple is planning to abandon its traditional headphone jack. Is this the true reason the tech titan spent $3 billion on Beats? Here now is tech entrepreneur Amish Shah, along with Fox Business's Jolene Kent and Fox News contributor Jonathan Hoenig. Amish, let me start with you. Do you believe this?
You know what? I actually think it's a great idea for Apple, right? I mean, I got the Beats device right here. Not only do I own an Apple device, but when they switched over to the iPhone 5, they actually had the adapter here. I bought it. It's no issue. My wife has one. We all have one. So I think the acquisition's been great. The jack is actually going to help. One thing these Beats didn't have, they had great fashion, consumer design, but the quality wasn't as good. So this jack is going to help with the battery. It's going to help with better sound. I'm a big believer for it.
Joe, you agree?
You know, this is really interesting because for people who want to enter the market and get into Apple, it actually creates an extra hurdle if it indeed happens, right? If you have more people who have to get a different jack, or if this Lightning thing has a certain technology that they're talking about that's being reported, it actually presents an extra hurdle, which is a problem. But for Apple...
Why does it present an extra hurdle? Because it just goes into the jack that you have on your phone,
but
right?
say you want to use headphones for your iPad or your MacBook, and those aren't necessarily synced up, it actually presents a consumer problem there. But if you're looking at controlled quality experience from Apple, they could probably provide this with that type of...
Jonathan, what do you think?
Melissa, well, the stock seems to like it. I mean, Apple is not too far off from a 52-week high, so investors are applauding this. And this is very much in tune with Apple's history of immense innovation. They were the ones who really popularized using the mouse or the graphical user interface or CD-ROM and optical technology back when that was the thing. So Apple's greatest asset has always been its innovation, its mind, and they could completely be changing the way that we use our devices to get sound into our ears with this purchase.
Is it that big of a deal, though, from a technological point of view? I mean, does it really make that big of a difference? Is the sound, Amish, I'll ask you, I mean, is the sound quality that much better? Is the battery life that much better if you use a different jack?
I tell you what, you know, one of the biggest knocks I have with my Beats headphones that everyone told me, they look cool, they look great, but the sound quality. So Apple, when you think about what they do in consumer products, right? I mean, they are also, they're already in college realm with the MacBooks, et cetera. Now, everyone else in the college, it's cool, right? The celebs have it, the college students have it. The battery life is one of the biggest issues we see with everything. And the other thing that Jonathan brought up about the different innovation they're going to have, Beats is already in Fiat and Chrysler. So Apple's in my home. They're going to be getting into my car, and they're going to be with me everywhere. So I think it's phenomenal.
Jonathan, does this make you even more bullish on Apple?
Well, it makes me bullish on all. I mean, listen, I don't own it for full disclosure, but it makes me bullish, Melissa, excuse me, on companies that can continue to innovate. I mean, no one is a monopoly in a free economy. So Apple, which is for years been talked about as having so much cash in the bank, even they've got to keep up to stay on top.
Okay, don't move because I want to show you this one. Move over other drones. This is the new coolest thing to hit the air. Behold, the Chococopter. The quadcopter is made entirely of pure chocolate. A crafty confectioner poured melted chocolate into a mold, added wires, a motor, some wings, voila, sky-high sweets. Now, if we could only get that to deliver pizza or champagne, it would really be in business. What do you think, Joe? Is that flying to your house right now?
Well, certainly it's more convincing if the FAA wants to try and make the case for it. Now, maybe they would be a little more amenable to it. I would take a Chococopter.
Would you take a big bite out of the Chococopter when it came near you?
Only
Amish, what do you think?
Yes. Yeah, you know, we invested in a company called Skycatch, and I've talked about it on TV before, that they had the Tacocopter, TechCrunch.
They have a Chococopter as well?
Well, no, they had a Tacocopter that came out. So this is the first time someone's thought of this. And being an entrepreneur, I want this girl's number. I love it. You know, let's sign her up now. I mean, for Valentine's Day,
wouldn't a
I know what to get my wife.
wouldn't that be really messy? I mean, while you're flying it around, doesn't stuff fly out of the side of the taco and hit people in the head? That doesn't sound very practical.
Think about Taco Bell. I'm stealing it and coming down there. I'll send you a video after the show, Melissa.
Go ahead, Jonathan.
What an achievement, you know, Melissa. Somewhere Milton Hershey in his grave is just applauding for this. I mean, what an immense achievement and a very American achievement. It's full of whim, it's full of adventure, it's full of total risk. This is exactly what's making this country
great.
And
it's going to melt in the sun and crash to the ground. Oh, all right. Thanks,
Melissa,
guys.
You know, the other great thing is the safety that happens in there. You know, I
Okay.
think that's the big thing that we're talking about with the drones.
Yeah. All right. Markets reaching new highs today. Taking us through the last hour of the trading is Liz Clayman. Liz, what do you have coming up? Any chocolate copters?
Well, we've got a sweet market. How's that? I'll take
Nice.
that.
Well done. Well done.
We may very well see yet another all-time record for the S&P intraday. The Dow just hit one, so we're watching that moment by moment. And we're looking at the stock of Ford jumping 2%, and it is a sweet, sweet goodbye for Alan Mulally, the CEO of Ford, who, in a one-on-one interview, reveals some of his deepest thoughts and darkest moments as he